Alright, let's try this again. I keep two browsers open, one logged into this account, and I just recorded another like 3-minute video on the wrong account. So this gives me a good chance to slim it down a bit. Anyway, I think Mike said he was kind of inspired by the steambirds numbers post, which kind of made me chuckle because, I don't know, Phil Hassey is kind of an inspiration to me. I mean, him along with Colin Northway, and it's just a nice circle of inspiration going around. But I wanted to address that briefly. The whole sharing the numbers issue and things like that. I mean, yes, for anyone who hasn't read my blog post, steambirds incurred around $200,000 of gross impact on society. And I like quoting that as a gross figure because if you're working from another country, your taxes are different. I'm sick to death of developers saying, oh man, my game didn't even break even. And I said, oh, what are all your expenses? And the developers say, oh, well, my time is worth $200 an hour and I couldn't even cover that. It's like, well, come on. What's your gross revenue? Let me figure out the story myself. Don't make me do that math. So that's why I quote gross figures. So for example, Apple takes its cut out of that figure. iOS was developed by a partner of mine, Adam Saltzman. He did up the port for iOS. They get 50%. Of the remainder, me and my partner split it up. I get around 45%. Of that remainder, I pay music and sound effects, and of that remainder, I pay tax. And I mean, it's not a lot of money. I mean, for me, what's left over for me because of my choices and my business decision, it left me with very little, and my bank account is pretty much bone dry right now. I'm still doing contract work to make ends meet, so there's that. But I say it in those terms because if someone like Kasperzak comes along and says, wait a minute, I don't have to farm out the art, I know where to get free music, and I can do the port myself. I don't know, Kasperzak, can you do ports? I'm not sure. I'm just going to guess you can do ports. Anyway, so he decides he can do it all himself, then maybe all that money can be his. And maybe if he publishes it from Thailand or something, then his rent won't be astronomical, and he might not have to pay tax. Like, I don't know, right? So it also helps me to overinflate my self-worth, because now I could say, huh, I made $200,000. Yeah, it's like almost $250,000 just made from indie game development. I wish it was true.